Okay, so remember how Coyote Pass was just the tip of the iceberg with Kody and Robyn's shady money stuff against the wives? That whole mess was how they got their fancy mansion and traded up to an even bigger one in Flagstaff. They basically stole from Meri and took money from Janelle to pull it off. Janelle signed gift letters, so she figured the money was gone for good. But Meri's fighting back because the money came from property she co-owned with Kody. They both were on the title when they sold their Vegas house. This is unlike Janelle's situation, where she and Kody didn't jointly own the property, so it would have had to be a gift. Kody took all the money from the sale of Meri's house, a house he hadn't lived in for years, and put it towards Robyn's place. And because Robyn was Kody's legal wife, she just went along with it and still claims she doesn't owe Meri anything. It's all coming out in the tell-all. And Robyn seems totally submissive to Kody, right? TLC's letting Jen join Meri on the couch for the tell-all, which is interesting because that's usually reserved for partners. Jen's Meri's best friend, her biggest defender, and the only one who calls Kody out. Kody's blamed Jen for everything, convincing Meri to leave, being involved in the catfishing, you name it. He's even called her names. I think Jen sees right through Kody and Robyn and helped Meri see how awful they were being. Kody hates Jen because she has an opinion and isn't afraid to speak her mind or stand up for her friends. She calls it like it is, abuse and fraud, enabled by Kody's submissive wife. Meri's finally done with the BS. She's been trashed for years, blamed for everything, and made to feel bad for not accepting her husband having kids with other women. I never bought that Meri chose plural marriage. I think Kody pushed it on her and brought women into the mix without her knowing, then punished her for it. He let the other women make her the scapegoat. Maybe Meri had her issues, but I get her anger as the legal wife. And it's hard to see Janelle not being held responsible for her choices. Everyone should be accountable, right? The kids didn't ask for any of this. Kody's the one to blame. And I don't get why no one pushes back at Janelle and asks why she was mad. Janelle acts like any argument is the worst thing ever. Well, maybe she'd rather avoid it so she doesn't have to admit her part in it. Accountability matters. It would help if Janelle admitted that marrying Meri's husband and brother caused conflict and that she's partly to blame. Meri's done protecting everyone. I'm not anti-Janelle, but you see comments from moms who can't imagine their kids being raised like this. The moms had a duty to protect their kids, but they all contributed to the unhealthy family dynamics. They've gotten out, but they lack empathy for each other and only focus on their own abuse. Meri's at least acknowledged her mistakes, but I haven't seen Janelle or Robyn do the same. Kody's been saying he never loved those women or cared about them. He wanted to set them free. Then there's David, who probably saw Kody all over Suki in front of wives. Plus, David is speaking out against polygamy, while Suki tried to defend it. Kody says polygamy teaches men they don't know anything. If Kody still believes in polygamy, he should live it. But he wants it both ways. I bet he still sees Christine as his wife and doesn't believe in any spiritual divorces. He probably thinks he's still a king. For Kody to act like he knows more than David about polygamy is ridiculous. A normal man with feelings would never treat women the way polygamous men do. My husband watches this show and can't believe any man would be okay with treating women like that. David doesn't need to live polygamy to know what Kody's doing is wrong. Every cent from the Vegas house went to Robyn's house. Yeah, this isn't about me. Okay, so she was really pushing for polygamy, which is weird. Seriously, Meri had every reason not to trust him, right? And this whole tell-all thing, I'm all for it. Meri's about to tell the truth, and Kody and Robyn are finally gonna get what they deserve. David's even calling Robyn out, saying she's the one who wanted polygamy, but she's the one tearing the family apart by dividing the wives, taking their money, and pushing Kody to divorce Meri. She always wanted more and expected Kody to treat her like a monogamous wife. Honestly, with Robyn, I don't feel bad for her. She came in like a gold digger, not wanting polygamy, just wanting money and celebrity. Ask anyone who knows her family back in Pinedale, Preston Jessup's family. They'll all tell you the same. And Kody? He just wanted a younger, hotter wife because he's a total narcissist. Robyn claims it's not about the money, but come on, it totally is. I'm so over her playing the victim. What gets me so mad about this show is that Kody and Robyn have never had to answer authorities for all the crap they've pulled. We've seen labor and sex trafficking, verbal abuse, and probably physical abuse. There's been talk which makes me think for sure Kody was throwing his kids around and hitting them. That's child abuse, plain and simple. We've seen mortgage and tax fraud, all kinds of financial stuff. Other people on reality TV have been called out. Kody's been moving around from Utah to Nevada to Arizona, trying to dodge the law. Even if he's now monogamous, there is still time for human trafficking and sex trafficking charges. No time limit on sex trafficking charges can happen. Kody and Robyn could get arrested today for all that stuff if the cops wanted to, and women in polygamy are being held responsible for their actions. Before, the law saw them all as victims. Women can victimize each other. I'm happy 3 wives left, but Kody and Robyn aren't immune. And it bugs me that people aren't seeing what this show really is, you know? I feel badly for everyone affected by polygamy, but not for Kody and Robyn. They chose to exploit their kids and wives, steal their money, and play the victim, all while committing crimes on TV. It's irritating that Meri's catfishing incident is treated like a huge deal and Robyn acts like she saved Kody. Well, actually, she created the issue so Kody and Robyn would be together. There was no affair. Meri isn't the offender, rather only Kody having flings with other women. They always play the victim. TLC needs to stop pushing this story. I've been talking about this show because Meri did nothing wrong. I'm not a fan of the show or the wives. I'm an anti-polygamy reporter. I'm sorry if that bothers anyone. I hate what happened to the women, but they're all adults who made bad choices and dragged their kids into this reality TV mess. I still get called heartless because I won't support a cult that abuses women and children. No way. It's time for Kody and Robyn to be held responsible. If the government charged them with what they've done on TV, women might not go to the cops to avoid getting into trouble. I don't report people to the feds, but really, law enforcement should have protected those kids while they were on the show. They left and abandoned from Nevada. They hated the place because their scam was getting under scrutiny. I just hope there's real punishment for Kody and Robyn. What do you think? Comment below. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Bye, besties.